Hi everyone, my name is Meredith Walker and this is my presentation of my portfolio for this class. Introduce you to my website. I created it with Weebly. I chose to use my menu as 4 buttons with the coursework being a drop down showing the different modules that we had to do for this class, and they are clickable links. So first of all, I'm going to show you my home page. My homepage, just a basic homepage, including a short, brief introduction about myself and why this website was created. And then down at the bottom would be a contact form for anyone who wishes to contact me about the contents of the site. The form will then be sent to my OSU email account. My next page is the About Me page. It's a little bit of an introduction and some background for my education and also my work experiences. And I have included links to my Twitter, which I use for professional development purposes, and it's kind of my PLN, my LinkedIn, and then also email to my OSU email account. I really like Weebly. It's really simple to use. I think it's one of the most simple and clean based website builders that I've ever used. My third is my curriculum vitae. And this is a feature that I really like about Weebly, is that you can use a script plugin to display a PDF item. So I included my CV on this page. I had to do a little bit of updates on it. Probably one of the most significant updates I had to do was I just put my OSU email as my contact information. I wanted to protect my address and my phone number. So if I were to have a normal CV that someone requested, I would leave that original contact information up there, including my address and my phone number, but for the purposes of being on the World Wide Web, I'll just stick to the email so that if anyone contacts me unwantedly, I can block them or report them. I also like the fact with the script plugin for viewing PDFs that you can even download and share. So that was something that I really enjoyed as having part of this website. The next piece is coursework with the drop-down. For my Module 2, which was the Schrock Evaluations, I chose to do it on photography source evaluations. I offered a new class this year in photography, and I felt like this would be a great way to evaluate some of the photography sources out there. 2 of the things that I evaluated, the websites, were Expert Photography and photographycourse.net. I included the Schrock evaluations in PDF where they would have to be downloaded rather than viewed on the screen, just to save space on the page. Same thing with the 2 apps. However, I linked both Expert Photography and photographycourse.net to their websites, and the apps also to the iTunes information about those. So if anyone wants to view more information about those websites or apps, they can click on those links and do so. On Module 3, Open Educational Resources, I used Piktochart, and I really like Piktochart. By far, I think one of the easiest tools to use to make an infographic. My plan is to use this as a resource in my classroom and have my students learn to make infographics using Piktochart. Down at the bottom, I included a link to Piktochart for anyone who visits the page and would like to either sign up for an account or would like to know more about the tool itself. And then at the bottom of this page, as with my other pages, I put page design by Meredith Walker just so that everyone knows that this is still part of my website and they can my name recognition will be out there. They will know who I am. Module 4, incorporating engagement tools. Sorry, trying to get my page to load. Okay, my page is loaded. Incorporating engagement tools. This activity was my office and school safety unit that I'm required to do as part of my curriculum requirements for Career Tech. All of my students must make a 100% on this assignment and also on the safety quiz. So for incorporating engagement tools in the lesson, sometimes this lesson can get really, really dry. So I used Nearpod and Poll Everywhere. I've included my description of how I would implement those tools, why I would use them, and then down at the bottom I've included links to Nearpod and also Poll Everywhere for anyone who wants to view more about those or sign up for one of those accounts. For Module 5, building an app, I have included on this page a reflection regarding the creation of the app, and also a link to the usable, viewable simulator for this app, and then a link to iBuildApp in case anyone wants to try it. I was not able to get screenshots of my app before it was taken down. However, this link still works to show the preview to play with the app. So the buttons that link to like the district calendar, which is hosted on my Google Drive, those do not work, and they didn't work before the app went down as well. So, but as far as everything else, you can still see any of the information that you need to see regarding this app. It is still very much a usable preview of the app itself. So I was very excited to see that this still worked. The gradebook should load up a link to our online gradebook, but included all kinds of information about the school. So I was really happy to see that that still worked. Okay, our next module is Module 6, choosing a collaborative tool. For this assignment, I chose Padlet. I posted my response, discussion post assignment response here, and then for Padlet, I included a link that takes us to Padlet, and I also included embed a YouTube video from Padlet about how to get started with Padlet. So I thought that would be a really great tool. For some of my other pages, I think I'm going to go back and add videos to those if I can find an introductory video for those at some point to introduce folks to Nearpod and to Poll Everywhere and also to Piktochart. And then lastly, Module 7, things to think about, includes all of the responses to the questions. And then down at the bottom is my web-based evaluation of Tech Tools form. And if you click on it, it will open my Google Forms feedback form for students to tell me what they thought about the particular tool that I was using for that assignment. So bottom line, I really enjoyed doing this project. I think it helped me get an idea of what I could do to create my own course website for my students. My school no longer has a school website due to funding, so being able to use a free tool such as this to get information out to my students, also as a place to curate resources for my fellow teachers. For this course, most of the things that I've learned I've shared with a lot of my fellow teachers and have convinced several of them to use technology more frequently in their classroom and to just embrace it. And that has been really an awesome thing to be able to do. So this is the presentation of my website. If you have any questions, please feel free to post those on the discussion post page. And you guys have a great holiday break, and hopefully I'll see you in a class next semester.